Hey guys, Tarian here. Wanted to make a video today. It's been a little while since I made an SWG video, but I wanted to make a video today addressing another YouTube video that actually came out recently this morning, titled SWG Restoration: The Most Incredible Disappointment. This video was made on the Adventure Game Hotspot channel, formerly known as the Weird Gaming Adventure channel, and I wanted to make a video in response to his video because in his video he kind of criticizes a lot of the things on SWG restoration and kind of spreading some misinformation for the server that I'd like to hopefully address. He's got a bigger following than me, so I'm sure more people will see his stuff than mine. I've got some cool PvP action in the background of me playing battlefields with my friends, so I'm just gonna be talking a lot if you guys want to just bear with me. So Weird Gaming Adventure, or Adventure Game Hotspot, he's been making videos for a while now, a couple years, SWG and a bunch of other games, but I really only watch his SWG stuff. When I first got into SWG private servers, I wasn't sure where to roll, like what server to roll on, and I found his channel, and his videos were actually the reason that I ended up rolling on restoration, things he had to say about it. And I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure there were other people that, you know, saw videos on his channel or channels like his and said, you know, I want to roll there, or I want to roll on Legends or Basilisk or Finalize or R3, you know, wherever. And, you know, I commented on this video. Let me pull up the comment exactly. I said, this is a poor opinion by people who never gave the server a chance. Very disappointed in this video. I've been in many different servers across almost a dozen MMOs, and Restoration 3 is one of the best ones there is. I really hope you guys take WGA's opinion with a grain of salt, because I've been on R3 for ages making content, and I've never had an issue with the server. Best of luck though, mate. So, what I mean when I say this, this guy, he's talking a lot about the server when, you know, as if he is in the know and he knows a lot of the things that are going on in the server. But you can tell if you've been on Restoration 3 and you're even following the server slightly at all, you know that most of his issues with the server are either outdated or not really relevant anymore. There is a comment by a user named Devada. I'm pretty sure that this is Banth, who is the Galactic Senator for Melee on the server. I'm pretty sure this is his account. But he pointed out a number of points that Weird Gaming Adventure made on his video, such as progress lock Mustafar, multi-boxing lockdowns, the April Fool's fiasco with Aconite, which I find crazy that people are still, excuse me, still talking about that. And then balance and not being able to find people. This to me strikes me as someone that logged onto the server once every other month or every couple months, looked around, tried to get some people to do things with him, didn't really find anyone, and then kind of called it a day and just said, bad server. And if I'm being honest, that's kind of what it is. I mean, I've only ever seen or heard of Weird Gaming Adventure being on the server, like playing on the server at least once. I've never seen him running around, and I know his character because I saw him on once. I saw him one time, and I've never seen him running around. I've been extremely active over the last year and a half. I never see this guy running around. I never see him posted on Discord. I would not be surprised if this guy is super out of the loop. Especially after this video, I'm pretty much convinced that he doesn't really know what he's talking about. And it's really disappointing because when someone with a channel like his, who has, I think he doesn't have a huge following, but he has like 5,000 plus subscribers. And, you know, when you search up Star Wars Galaxy stuff, some of his videos will come up. And, you know, it's really disappointing when people like him make these kind of videos, because when new players are looking for what server to join, they're going to see this video and be like, oh, I don't want to play on Restoration 3 because he said it has this, this, and this, when in reality, not all of those things are true. Devada goes on to talk about how the Mustafar progression system was removed and HK47 was released a few weeks ago. This is something that Weird Gaming Adventure, or Adventure Game Hotspot, whatever, would have known if he was paying attention to what was going on the server. The multi-box lockdowns, like, you can only have 2 accounts on the same time at the server. That is pretty well known. let's see, the April Fool's running for weeks. That is actually untrue. The April Fool's joke, I don't even think it ran for 1 week. It might have ran for a whole week, but guys, it's Star Wars Galaxies. You know, what server? Who's gonna remove Jedi from Star Wars Galaxies? For those of you that don't know, there was an April Fool's joke in 2023 where the devs, particularly Aconite, made an announcement saying that they're removing Jedi from the game, and a lot of people, surprisingly, a lot of people thought that this was like serious, like they were seriously going to remove Jedi from the game, and that they were just going to keep the force sensitive system in there but not have any Jedi. And you know, I'll be honest, for a second I was like, what? No way. And then I realized very quickly this was a joke, and I think many people also realized that this was a joke. But there's, weirdly enough, a surprisingly large amount of people that thought that this was not a joke and that they were really going to remove Jedi from Star Wars Galaxies. And you know, this to me, it seems to me like he's getting most of his information from Reddit, and the Reddit is full of a lot of people that either troll or don't really know what they're talking about. This guy, he definitely doesn't get any of his information from the game itself and the community, which in my opinion, if you're going to make a proper, you know, assessment of the situation of a server and community, you should, you know, probably play that server and be a part of that community and get an actual feel for it, rather than just reading what people say, like, you know, third-hand accounts on Reddit. And this is something that I've seen, you know, time and time again with people, particularly on Restoration 3. Just people that don't play the game or don't instantly get what they want out of the game, and they go off and they tell people not to go play it. And, you know, I don't really care if, you know, people are doing that, but when you have situations where people with followings such as, you know, Weird Gaming Adventure or Gospel, formerly known as Ramen Noodles, he kind of did a little bit of this as well on his channel, you know, spreading misinformation about the server to his following. You know, that kind of really irks me, because, you know, I really do care about the server, and the server is honestly pretty good. It's a good server. It's actually surprisingly good. You guys would be very surprised. Well, maybe not if you're watching this video and you play on the server, but if you don't play on Restoration 3, you've heard bad things about Restoration 3, you'd be very surprised with the community you would find on that server. Definitely one of the least toxic servers there is in the Star Wars Galaxies community. I can't tell you how many people I saw from the, you know, on the Reddit say, like, I hate Restoration 3. I'm gonna go, it's so toxic, I'm gonna go play on Legends. Where, let me tell you, I know people that play on Legends, and they will tell you, and I will tell you, it is way more toxic over there than it is on Restoration 3. That's just the fact of the matter. And, you know, it's really disappointing to see these kind of videos, because he claims, and I commented, or he replied to my comment, and said that he hopes for the opposite. He hopes that this video spurs some sort of change. He says when one of the server's most vocal supporters changes his stance, which, to be honest, I mean, he was a pretty vocal supporter of the server, but I'm going to be honest, lately I haven't heard or seen him do anything for the server. And he says he speaks for a large percentage of those that left, including himself. That means something isn't right. I'm going to be honest, I don't really buy this. I mean, this guy wasn't out there fighting on the there are many people that left Restoration 3 for good reasons, and those people, a lot of those people that I understand why they left, were out there fighting the good fight, you know, in Discord, in the community, pushing for the changes they wanted. And then when those changes didn't happen, you know, they understandably left. But he's kind of acting like he's been fighting this fight in the trenches, trying to get the server to be fixed for a long time, when I'll be honest, all this guy did was, when the server was in its early phases, he pushed it, and then it seemed like he kind of just stopped caring about it, and he was never really a part of the community. He never got involved in things, and he's trying to speak on behalf of people. I don't care if you say these things, and, you know, you're not trying to go out and tell all these other people about it. When you're going to go and tell, you know, 5,000 plus people, you know, don't play on the server, whatever, and you don't even have the, like, proper understanding or explanation for it, and your information is either outdated or just completely wrong. Like the most of our progression stuff, like he would have known that if he was paying any attention at all to the server. That to me just is the biggest thing that stands out, is like, okay, this guy's clearly not paying attention to what's going on the server. But yeah, I mean, that's just that speaks volumes to the whole thing to me. Also, another thing too is, you know, he claims he wants to spur some sort of change on the server. The way to do that is not to make a video that says, you know, SWG Restoration 3, the most incredible disappointment. You know, people are going to see that title and they're going to watch this video and they're going to say, okay, well, this server was a failure, obviously. Guess I'll go play Legends or Finalizer or whatever, because this server is clearly a bust. When in reality, A, it's not a bust, and B, like, this server has so much potential, and so many people are quick to write the server off when they forget that the SWG EMU servers and SWG Legends have been around for like 6-7 years. Like, they've been around for a long time. Restoration just recently hit its 2nd birthday, if I remember correctly. Like, this server is very young and it's got a lot of potential, but it's, you know, and obviously I'm not saying he doesn't have his issues, and, you know, he makes a point about Aconite, and, you know, say what you will about Aconite, but the devs on this game are very responsive. They get things done. They're pumping stuff out. They're making things happen. And we have really good senators. You know, it's just, this kind of video is not going to spur change and help the server. This is just only going to hurt it. Only negative things can come from this sort of advertisement, in my opinion. And, you know, I don't really buy his whole thing of like, oh, I want to help, I want to spur change. Because if you wanted to change, you know, maybe he would make the video like, oh, these are big things that need to happen on Restoration 3, or these are like my top 5, you know, changes that I would like to see on Restoration 3 or whatever, like an actual criticism of like a certain system or a certain dev member in like this sort of video, and not just kind of attacking the server, with misinformation nonetheless. So, you know, I've seen, you know, content creators diss on the server for various reasons, mainly, you know, particularly Rami Noodles. On his channel, I saw him, and in Discord, say a lot of things about Restoration 3 that just weren't really accurate, and it just kind of told me he didn't actually play on Restoration 3, and he's taking that inexperience and going and, you know, spreading the word about the server to other people. I see the same thing in Adventure Game Hotspot, and I would advise you guys to watch this video with a grain of salt. And yeah, I know I've kind of talked a lot here about this, but I just wanted to talk about this real quick because I saw the video this morning at work, and then when I came home, I really wanted to talk about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you made it this far, hope you enjoy the battlefield footage in the background. But until then, I will catch you guys later. You'll have a good one. May the force be with you.